Hi, my name is Samantha Izundu if you are new here. And today I have all my favorite concealers. I've just kind of unintentionally started doing favorites. I know it's not the end of the year, but these are not my favorites of the year. These are just my overall favorite products. I have filmed, and I will link up here, my foundations, and these are my concealers. So if you don't know me, I love foundation, complexion products, foundation, concealers, and I love lipsticks. Also, look, I love all makeup, but I love foundation, concealer, and lipstick. So I think they're gonna be the first videos that I do. And if there are any others that you're interested in me talking about, please let me know. Oh, I also did my favorite neutral single eyeshadows. I'll also link that one up here for you too. My makeup is a little intense today, but I needed a pick-me-up. I woke up in a bad mood, and so I decided to go pink eyeshadow, red lips. I'm wearing the Morphe Vava Voom. I just reviewed it. I don't know if the review's up yet. I'll have my makeup link down below, but my lips are ColourPop Day Trip. One of my favorite red lipsticks. So anyway, that's not why we're here, is it? Let's talk about my favorite concealers. Now, I'm not gonna rank them because I like them for different reasons. Like, I have some that are more lighter coverage, some are more fuller coverage. What I will do is section them from drugstore to high end. The first one that I want to talk about, there is no specific order, but I will tell you why I like them. The first one is the Flower Beauty. This is the Light Illusion. I have the shade Fair. So this here is a really nice light texture, but it is like a medium to full coverage, and it's a really good color for me. I like pinky toned concealers. Anything that's too yellow really shows up on my skin, which I will talk about later. This one is probably my most pinkiest, and I like it. It is, like I said, thin formula, good coverage, and it looks dewy under the eyes without being dewy. It's not matte, it's luminous. It's one of my absolute favorites, not just one of my favorites. It's top 3 for me. Maybe right at the end I'll tell you my top 3. Oh my god, oh, so itchy. Love this. I already have a backup. This is a dupe for the Hourglass Vanish concealer, in my opinion. But this is a thinner formula. It's really good and really, really affordable. Flower Beauty is always on sale. I only have 2 drugstore concealers. This is a brand new one. This is the Nyx Bear with Me Concealer Serum. I'm actually wearing this one today. I only have one issue with this, and it's the shade. I got the shade Fair, but I think it's actually too light, to the point where it's making me look a little bit ghostly, like ghastly, like a little bit dead. So I think I'm actually going to buy the light shade because I love the formula. The other thing I don't like is there's no doe foot. You've got to like put it on your hand. It's a bit strange. But nonetheless, you'll be able to see it next to the Flower Beauty. It is so light. So I think it's just a bit too light. If you are like really fair, this will be fantastic. These are both shades fair, and look at the difference. It's like clothing. You just never know what you're gonna get. The consistency is beautiful. It's not too runny, it's not too thick. It looks so healthy under the eyes. It feels nice under the eyes. I really enjoy this. I highly recommend it. This sold out. So this came out when the Priceline sale went on, and it just sold out so quickly. I managed to find this one in store, but then everything else was sold out. I think I was lucky to get that. But yeah, just a bit light, but the formula is magnifique. I highly recommend it, especially if you are drier skinned. I have normal to dry skin. At the moment, I'm more normal. I'm not too dry at the moment. It's been so humid and moisture in the air that I haven't been that dry. But this is really nice if you're more mature or you have drier skin. Really nice formula. Really happy with it. And there is, I would say, medium coverage. It's not a full coverage. This is the Nudestix Nude Fix Cream Concealer. I have the shade Nude 1. I don't know if that's the lightest. There might be a 0.5. But I love the doe foot on this, and I don't know why. I love it so much. It's real fluffy and it feels so smooth when you put it on the skin. All of these are different shades. Kind of like my foundations, actually. So this is a good shade match for me. You can kind of see it's in between these two. So this is definitely more of a neutral, whereas the others were more pink. There is a pinkiness to it, but I think it is more neutral. Whereas these two are definitely more on the pink side. But this is a light to medium coverage. It's not full coverage. I love this on tinted moisturizer days, or even no makeup days where I want a little bit of concealer. This is a really nice formula. It just looks really nice under the eyes. It doesn't look cakey, and it conceals but doesn't have full coverage. So if you like that kind of lighter concealer but still has some coverage, I really recommend this. And you get quite a bit of product. How much do you get in this? You get 10 ml. Is that a lot? That's a lot. You get 10 ml. I have one here that's 4.14. That's a lot of product for a concealer. 6 ml, 6 ml. I think 6 is pretty standard. Oh my God, this one has 9.6 ml. Oh, I think 6 is pretty standard, like your foundation 30 ml is pretty standard. This has almost 10, this has 10 mils. That is huge. This is gonna last me forever. I'm happy about that. That's not a problem here. All right, next one is my Kosas. Now I have two. I bought one and I received one from work. So I bought the shade 2 when they first came out. I was so excited when they first came out. So this is getting old now. This one's in my project pan, and I'll tell ya, she's almost gone. I love this concealer. Love, 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 love. I could just live with this concealer, honestly. I love it so much. The hype is real with these. The only issue is this is too dark. This is shade number 2. When they first came out, their shades were not good. They were very, very yellow leaning. And I think they received that feedback because they then came out with a second round with more shades, and they added in 0.5s, which were cooler tones. So they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they added in 0.5, 1.5, 2.5. So this is very yellow. I'm gonna show you the two next to each other. So I use this one when I'm fake tanned. I can make it work, but it is too dark for me. So this is shade 2. You can even just see the yellow compared to my skin tone. And then work gave me shade 1, which is gonna be a little bit light. I feel like I'm 1.5. Might be all right, but it's definitely quite light. It actually looks similar to the NYX one on my hand. So for me, I feel like I'm in between the two. I might even mix the two and see what that looks like. But I haven't used this one yet because I said I would finish this before I can even open this one. So that'll be good because I'm almost finished this. Summertime was my goal to be able to use this in wintertime. So all is well, all is well. But yeah, let's have a look at these two. They're a serum formula and they just look so healthy under the eyes. I feel like I'm definitely the two blended. This is a really nice concealer if you don't wear powder as well because it's got that serum texture, super hydrating. You don't need a lot. There's really good coverage with this. So a little bit goes a long way. And you can even see on my hand, it just looks dewy and juicy, and it's like that under the eyes. It's really nice. One of my favorites. Just wish I had the right color. But I'm gonna finish this too, I know it, and then maybe I'll buy 1.5. Next we have the Hourglass Vanish, which I said is a dupe. The Flower Beauty is a dupe for this, in my opinion. Even the colors are both very pink. I have the shade Creme, which is also a color correcting color for fair skin. And I just love this, oh my God. This is top 3 for me. I don't think I have a top 3, now that I'm looking at them all. Because I love them for all different reasons. This is no, it's not my favorite full coverage. I'm overwhelmed. This one here is thicker than the Flower Beauty, but still incredible. I think it has more coverage than the Flower Beauty. This to me is a full coverage concealer. I wear this when I'm going out and I need to know that it's gonna stay put. It brightens and it looks so good under my eyes. I love this one. If we compare it next to the Flower Beauty is a little bit darker, but it still has that pinkiness to it, which is why I think they're dupes for one another. It's just that little bit more pink actually, a little bit more beige, but they look very similar under the eyes. And then last but not least is another one that I have a backup of. I finished and I bought a backup. I haven't opened the backup yet because I have about 2 concealers that I'm about to finish, and I want to finish them before I open this one up. I'm trying to not have too many things open. So I have a backup of this that I haven't opened, but I will not open it till I finish it. And then I have a backup of the Jouer. So this is the Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. Creaseless Soft Matte Hyaluronic Acid. I have the shade Creme, which is also the shade in the Hourglass. They're both called Creme, but they are very different colors. Should I show you next to each other? Very different colors. So this is one of the light, no, it's not one of the lightest. It's one of the fair shades. This is not one of the lightest, but it's called Creme. Now I have completely finished this, but oh yeah, I got enough to just swatch it. So they're the 2 next to each other with the same name. 2 completely different shades. I have completely finished this. I took the doe foot out and everything. But right now I'm saving all my makeup empties to do an end of year makeup empties of everything I've used in a whole year, because I want to see how much makeup I can finish. So that's why I still have this, but I finished this a while ago. But here's the Jouer. It is so full coverage, but it doesn't, to me, other people say they don't like it, but it's one of my all-time favorite full coverage concealers because it doesn't feel heavy. It actually feels hydrating. It's got hyaluronic acid in it, doesn't it? Yeah, it actually feels hydrating, but it's full coverage and then it dries down matte. But how is it hydrating? I don't understand. So I repurchased it. So this shade is a little bit darker, as you can see. I love this when I'm fake tanned because it's actually brightening when I'm fake tanned. But I can still wear this if I want to, if I have like a foundation that's a little bit darker and I don't want to concealer that's my usual real fair. So I actually like that this is a little bit darker for that reason. For days that I do have a darker makeup situation where you're bronzed down, you know, those days. And I just love the formula. Definitely, if I had a top 3, this would be in it. The thing is, these 2 are very on par because they're both my favorite full coverage concealers. But if I had to pick one, I don't know which one I would pick. I honestly don't know what I would pick. So that's everything. I said I'd tell you my tops, my absolute favorite tops. I think if I had to pick, I love my Kosas and I love my Jouer. Those are my 2 favorites, I think, if I had to really pick. Both from Mecca, I know. We've got a variety. We've got Priceline. We've got Chemist Warehouse, Mecca, Sephora. I actually touched all places, guys. I touched everything. All right, that is my favorite concealers. Let me know your favorite concealers down below. Forever Looking. There are so many that I wish I had. I want the Dior Forever. I want the Lancome one. There are so many that I actually want, but I also have a lot. So I need to finish some before I can treat myself to a new one, you know? But that is everything. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new here, please. I demand it. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.